started. Hello everyone, it's Gabby. Welcome back to Danganronpa, also known as Let's Play Danganronpa with Laggy Computer. Last time, so we did the Chapter 5 trial, and it turns out everything was kind of weird because pretty much we found out it seems like the mastermind was basically against us. It was pretty much trying to use the class trial to have some random murdered person use their corpse and decide to pretty much try and frame Kyoko for murder. Because Kyoko was getting too close to the truth and they didn't really want to do that. And they was like, okay, I'll just rig the class trial to murder her instead. Because I'm kind of bound by the rules, but I'm also allowed to just apparently just take other corpses and count them as being murdered. Whoever on earth Mikuro Ikusaba is, who is the 16th student, and basically found out a whole bunch of stuff. Also, we found out that Kyoko is actually the ultimate detective, the pretty much biggest surprise that nobody had because she already looks like a detective and she knew how to do, had good, the real, what was it, she can touch, she's alright with touching dead bodies, all this kind of stuff. It's very, oh, wait, is the volume of your voice is, oh, is it? Hang on. Let me just check my stream. It's probably check. I mean, no, it looks like it's, actually, wait, maybe. Let me just check the sound. Hold on. I'll check my preferences, but I'm pretty sure everything's fine. Great start, everyone. Great start. I have to, interrupt myself because I need to check my streaming settings, but it's fine. But I've already turned it, sound, maybe. I mean, I think I've got the usual settings, so it should be fine. Maybe it is your computer. I could... Volume is usual levels and you sound soft. I don't know. I mean, I can turn everything up, but I'm not really sure what the problem is. Anyway, I guess I'll just continue, and if it's still an issue, just tell me, I guess, and I can move that up a bit, and then I'll move that up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I'm not sure exactly. Anyway, anyway, yeah, hey everyone, hi Frost Lightning, hi Yoshi Cass, saying glad I found this picture, just daily reminder the pregame isn't real. You mean V3 pregame? Well, it might be, it might not be, you never know. What it was a lie, it's always the truth, but that's V3, this is Danganronpa 1. Let's go. I mean, So basically, yeah, we basically found out a whole bunch of stuff last week, Chapter 5, and it seems like everything's kind of coming together now. We might be able to figure out what's going on. And also, Are you outside? You were totally outside, aren't you? Okay, anyway. Let's not try the preamble. I tried to preamble and then I lost my train of thought because this is me and I cannot speak, apparently. So, you know what? Let's just go and do this. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story and come after. Yeah, you're right. So now we're technically Chapter 6. So much garbage here, I can't believe this place is even still inhabitable. Because yeah, the fact is, like every chapter you always get different flavor text, so that's a rocket. Oh. No, that's the same though. Alright, no, alright. Desk. Alright. Kyoko, do I have to talk to you again? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? Yeah, of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right? So, that's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Right. Good thing Kyoko was here, or else we actually would be trapped forever. So, thanks, Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours over the door, right? Yep.
So,
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yay! Yes! It opened! And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally, we were finally free. Who custom made that? The key, I assume it was the mastermind, right? The mastermind, seemed to make a lot of the contraptions around here. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Yeah, that's one mouthful of a title. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Ne.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
それは
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
違うわ
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
そう
because we take pride in it. Pride?
ええ
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
そうね
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose in order to protect the pride of her family. Hi, Ratori-san. Welcome.
でも
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh?
私は
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. Sounding kind of like the vein of Byakuya and his family pride/lineage. Oh yeah, in a way it kind of is. But it's also well, I mean, I guess now we notice here, Kyoko is mentioning that she is able to give up her family pride sometimes. And secondly, she's just not a jerk about it. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
Eh?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
違うわ
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
だけど
There is something I want to say to him, though. What?
私は
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is...
それは
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever... The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
だけど
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And as young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
そう
If that's true, then I needed to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. Also, probably so then there wouldn't be any jokes about, hey, you better not look up my skirt, Naegi, am I right? So I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
私は
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
だけど
But there's... Oh, wait, did I read that right? I don't know, I'm a bit confused there, whatever. At least they didn't make anything obviously viewable. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not actually a fan service scene. It just would be if there's anybody else doing it. One thing I can never forgive. Okay. Really?
それは
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
でも
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. Her legs are fan service. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the artist for this game, I'm pretty sure, has a little bit of a thigh fetish, it seems. If you just look at some of the official artwork for some of the girls, especially like... I can't remember who. Like, I think... No, some of the DR2 characters and some of the DR1 characters. Like, I think Celeste's character is pretty... Why am I talking about this? They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day.
私は
His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
そう
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that?
違うわ
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
ね
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I love both of my detectives. Oh yeah, they're great. I mean, Kyoko's great, even though she's a bit of a jerk in this game sometimes. And of course, Shuichi. But we'll get to that in years' time, who knows. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after, I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
え
On the other side of the store, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
そうよ
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. Remember that? In chapter 1? And we couldn't get into it because it was locked? And now you know where it leads. Yeah, Robin's realizing it. It's great, right? I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed up against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Here we go! We're back here! Looks like we're back. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Havoc Academy. Yeah, no, it's great. We finally get an answer. It only took the entire game. It's great. But I love when that happens, when there's like a mysterious part early in the game and like what's going on, and then you finally find out what it's for. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. how we got out of the garbage pit. Never would imagine that's where this led. I mean, yeah, like chapter 1, jeez. This is trash room. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone throw anything away down here. Yeah, because Fumi's on trash duty. Because if Fumi was on it, now he's dead. But I should Kirigiri and Naegi. All right, we've got another. What's the ship name called again? Naigiri fan here. Hey, Yoshikazu, where are you? You like Naigiri, right? So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might. You're worried? Yeah, of course.
じゃあ
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
つまり
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
でも
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we find out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So, you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't.
だって
Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
それは
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
そう
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go directly to him before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
え
Monokuma should be in the gym.
え行きましょうか
Let's go. Let's get going. Anything else to look at? Nah, just that. She'll probably just say anything else. Is there a camera in that trash room? Yes, there is, yeah. I think... There, see? It's right there. Surveillance camera. It's the mastermind watching us even now, and the monitor is over there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's go. Oh, for once we actually don't get teleported there. But is there anyone in the halls, though? Probably not. Nah, everyone has vanished, of course, so... and Kyoko isn't around, is she? No, she's not with us, so we should just... I guess we can just teleport. Hey, Ozymandias! Welcome back to Danganronpa. It's... Oh, yeah, it's almost time for Box 16. I mean, you missed the first Box 16 because we're in chapter 6 now, so you... But yeah, it should be coming up soon. We just need to talk to Monokuma. There we go. Spoiler alert, the investigation music plays again during this chapter. But not for the reasons you may think. Did you get a problem? Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But look, Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
何
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I'm gonna punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
そう
do whatever you feel you have to. What? Kyoko? Not again!
でも
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
もし
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? I lose? You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
だって
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
つま
I was supposed to be chosen as blackened and then executed, right?
り
Hey, what are you talking about?
でも
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
そう
And in response to that unexpected development,
そうよ
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
だけど
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego, because Chihiro is best boy and fighting the mastermind even after he dies because he's best boy. He's died twice. He's died like 3 times at this point, but he still keeps coming back to help us. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
そうなんです。
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro. You did.
いいわね。
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? Monokuma, you're a bitch, and I challenge you to a duel, you absolute dumbfuck. Stay mad, ho. Kirigiri. Pretty much. You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Yeah.
And you can prove this, right? It's like Chihiro is a ghost or something. Kaito left his that room. Okay, you know what? I was just in another VC earlier today, and I saw a very cursed thing of Danganronpa video. If you probably know what I'm talking about, and you probably know what I'm talking about. And I was like, okay, if they ever made another Danganronpa game, the super high school level ghost would be really interesting. Like, just in terms of, you know, genre defining changes and whatnot. I mean, they do have the ultimate robot in V3, so it's had ultimate ghost as well. And you can prove this, right?
So.
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
別にいいじゃない。
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
そうよ。
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
だって
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. I mean, technically that's what we were going to do, but then you changed our mind. He would have been gripped by the despair you so loved to inspire.
でも
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
なんだよ。
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
え
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
え。ね
If you were to execute Makoto now, everybody out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
え。そうよ。
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
いいわね。
Despair can never kill hope. Oh, she's got under his skin, and we've got New World Order playing.
ね
Of course, you can't just say you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Go. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
え。そうするべきよ。
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
そう。
To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
そこで最後の勝負をしましょう。希望と絶望をかけた最後の勝負よ。
Ah, that's fun. Yeah, got goosebumps with that.
ね
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very. Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. You can tell in the Japanese, he's he's doing the Japanese mascot thing and just ending all of his sentences in kuma. So, you know. Now, what you've suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax. Or, you know. Do you know what? No, I'm not gonna do the ending my sentences in Kuma. I don't want to screw up my own internal brain processes. Just like Teddy in Persona 4. Okay, does Teddy do that? Is that what Teddy does? So why did your color change? Anyway, weird. Okay, so he ends. Yep. All right.
つまり
Does that mean you accept? But, oh, that's kind of interesting as well because I'm pretty sure this game came out before Persona 4. So, you want to stick out? Fair enough. If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out? Will my despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed? Then we still have a shot at this. But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just killing the fitter is barely a fitting end. So, for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. My soul dies by 1% with every bear pun. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you. Okay, that one's actually pretty good. Except the koala isn't actually a bear, it's a marsupial. It's a completely different species. I know this because I'm Australian.
So
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school, then you win! I swear I'm gonna kill Monokuma. Everyone's just dying with these puns. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? It's bad I couldn't tell you were Australian. I don't know. A lot of people seem to get my accent wrong, so it's fine. I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
いいわね
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? No wonder you start streaming at 1 a.m. for me. And this is early. This is early afternoon is the issue. Like, I can't do earlier. I mean, I could, but then, like, who wants to stream in the morning? Like, that's gross. Like, it's after waking up. Like, why would you want to stream, like, just after you wake up? You have to be up for a bit. I've seen the anime, so I know what happens. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They go into a lot more detail, though, I'm pretty sure, in the games, of course. I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
ね
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held. Right, yep. I remember for sure. So what?
ね
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And that it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. I used to stream in the morning, but I was also caffeinated with coffee and Monster Energy. Fair enough. Too much caffeine just makes me jittery even thinking about that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... The killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
ね
Are you telling the truth? Why did he go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Fucking I'll use him as a sleep radio. Oh, good night, Ozymandias. I'm sorry. Oh, but you're gonna miss box 16. Well, actually, that's not true because the musical stuff, and then yeah, if you leave me as the radio, you can have box 16 as your nighttime radio. All right? Why so bad? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. And with that, we are surviving. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than I expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Oh, you know what box 16 is just the final investigation music, the remix of the original one. We'll hear it soon. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they? They had no choice but to accept. Huh? It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. Okay, alright, I have to actually... So most of Chapter 6 is a gigantic trial? Basically, there's no daily life section. We pretty much just go straight to investigating the whole school and then final trial time. So when was it the mastermind let their guard down? I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. The free time events! No free time events, sorry, no free time events in Chapter 6. Just plot. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off. And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it. But think of it the another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason? They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world. The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody. So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why? To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point? The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right? Oh god, say that out of context, am I right? And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want us to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous. You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. Which makes even more sense if you realize in the original, you know, it'd be basically calling themselves the super high school level despair, which is so pretty much not even just saying, you know, really great despair, but like high school student level despair. So, you know, makes sense. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
ナイフ君
I know how angry it must make you. And yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
つまり
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
少なくとも
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves. It's like game theory, except not game theory, but more like because the game has to be fair, or else it doesn't feel like it's a worthwhile game. You know what I mean.
そうよ
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
そう
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all the proper rules to get me killed. Right, because she could. That's the only way that he could actually execute her. If he somehow managed to make her manipulate her into breaking the rules, which she wasn't doing, or find her guilty of the class trial, so then he has the excuse to execute her. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, and then made me out to be the killer. Yeah, this is kind of like Big Brother, but weirder and more fucked up. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Or, also you could say The Hunger Games. Man, reality TV shows of people killing each other, that seems to be a kind of quite common concept in media. But even that didn't work. Or Battle Royale, Wait, is Battle Royale also broadcast? I thought that was just, as in like, in-universe. Or is it just, I just know they got brought to the island and had to kill each other, right? Okay, it was, cool.
そうね
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the Mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
ええ
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect form. In their perfect form. No.
つまり
It would only do the Mastermind harm to have it show that they'd violated their own regulations. Actually, now that I think about it, this is kind of like, Danganronpa. This is kind of like Dragon Ball logic. It's like, I have to beat you at my strongest, or else it doesn't count. But all of that was just a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the Mastermind to accept your challenge.
だけど
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, and now the path opened up. Imagine if you hadn't believed in me and got the bad ending, and then immediately got teleported back. Still, I can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. Cast, the ultimate life form. Oh yeah, of course that as well. I have read JoJo Part 2, so I understand that. I didn't have the slightest clue.
違うわ
In the end though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Lots of things claim to be the ultimate life form. Few succeed, lol. Yeah, like Shadow the Hedgehog. Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
だけど
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
そう
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the Mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
ね
Oh, you're thinking Baby is called the ultimate life form in GT? Huh. I forgot about that part. I guess so, yeah. But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. Yeah, I mean, the others, remember? There are other characters in this cast besides Makoto and Kyoko. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone. Yeah, plenty of people call themselves the ultimate life form. Shadow, Thanos, that weird guy at the bus stop. Oh man, that sounds like one hell of a conversation you had with that guy at the bus stop. Work together with everyone.
でも
Is that really possible? Huh?
とにかく
Anyway, right now we have to go and find the others. Right? She's still
行きましょうか。
suspicious because she thinks, basically, because at this point, the mastermind has heavily implied that the person controlling them is one of the students of Hope's Big Academy, so which means it might be one of us, one of the people who are still left. They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go?
とにかく
Okay, yeah. Alright. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, like, investigate. I don't think you get any more mono coins this chapter because you don't need them, so. Yeah, somehow, and yet putting on a front when shit is going on. I mean, you know, if they're a really good actor, they could, you know, pretend to be one of us, even though they're actually the mastermind. Truth bullets. No, map. That's what I was looking for. Map. Well, actually, it's interesting. So, actually, hang on. If I... No. Wait, where am I? It doesn't say what the phase is. Yeah, Yasuhiro. Exactly. Yasuhiro is the mastermind, of course. Regulate. No. So yeah, because if you check the truth bullets, you notice... Oh, never mind. But that's still here. Because we still need to... We're still using this. Because this is still evidence. Because this is the murder that we're trying to solve. So... We've still got that truth bullet. Anyway, map. Heavily thinks about something. I know, Cass, I know. But we can't spoil V3. Wait, really? Do I have 420 mono coins? Holy shit, I do. Holy shit, I have 420 mono coins. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, that's really cool. Great. I definitely can't use them now. 420, blaze it. Let's go. Right, what was I gonna do? Right, map. Where is everyone? Wrong button. Yeah. Okay, no one is... I think I have to go to the dining hall, but the game doesn't tell me, does it? No, it does not tell me I need to go to the dining hall. What happens if I try to go like to the bathhouse or something? What happens? Oh, weird. I can actually go all around. Interesting. I didn't even realize that you could just investigate all the places. Locker, swag for adult ego, which ended up saving my life. Oh, cute, you get extra dialogue there. I swear, I will solve the mystery of this school, for the sake of all my friends that died. Oh, Makoto, you're being so determined. That's so great. What? Wait, hang on. Massage chair? I'm gonna stay away in case of booby trapped. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to go to the sauna, I'm just... I wonder how much other stuff. Right, I'll just go to the laundry, and then I swear I'll check I'll go to the dining hall because I know that's where we need to go. God, my voice is hoarse from all that Kyoko talking. Just a bunch of magazines. Yeah, no, okay. There's nothing special here. It's just. All right, let's go to the dining hall. How do I know we need to go to the dining hall, you ask? I'm psychic. Or never mind, maybe I don't have to go to the... Oh, no, I do. There we go. And suddenly, we were greeted with... I think Monokuma is glitched. You again. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
でも
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
苗木だよね
みんな
Aw, yay! Protagonist dialogue.
やっぱり苗木だ。どの角度から見ても苗木だよ。
Look, yeah, but Toko seems kind of happy. The Byaka looks just more shocked.
あら、生きてたのね。
まったくゴキブリ並みのしぶとさだな。
念のために聞いとくけど、幽霊じゃねえよな。
No, we are not doing that debate again. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. This eclectic bunch of weirdos. How are we gonna stop the mastermind? I've got no fucking clue. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Aw, he's such a softie.
なんだ
Wait, what's that smell?
なんだこりゃ。
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto! He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoot! Shoot! And in a flash, my tears dried up. There we go. You bunch of crazy, crazy misfits.
おう。
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
だべ。
Did you get to talk to her? Who?
うん。
Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Yeah, I know, Togo Fukawa noises. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
そう
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. What is that supposed to mean? So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Oh, Miss Cleo is a scam artist who would come on TV all the time in the States claiming to speak to the dead. Oh, so maybe that is a reference to that as opposed to Cleopatra. Interesting. That's probably not a reference in the Japanese version. You stink. Are you rotten? You're the one who doesn't bathe.
そうに決まってるわ。
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Smell even worse than me because Toko does not bathe. I win. She seems happy for some reason. That's not a good sign.
苗木くん。
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. Oh, too bad, Kyoko. I already talked to everybody. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
なんだ
Explain? Explain what?
うん。
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
そうね。
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
つまり。
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously?
どうだってな。
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
違うわ。
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course it's not me or any of you.
はあ
Then who is it?
なるほどな
What she's saying was it was the work of the mastermind.
え
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
そうよ。
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
だけど。
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
なんだと
You spotted the trap, didn't you, Makoto? Yes, like, yeah. You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know,
でも。
didn't want Kyoko to die. But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
そう。
Time to redo Mukuro's case again. Exactly. What's the head, Cass? You know what also reminds me of? You know, you end the game by redoing a trial that was invalid, am I right? Very observant of you.
当然だ。
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's instead, that's what you were referring to. Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
それって
It's
さ
about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? Like, you know, the backstory.
でも
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right? Yep, all of them. All of them? Dragon Ball references.
とにかく
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? So yeah, Yasuhiro, Asahina, Toko, I think you're all gonna have to help this time. All of you, please.
楽なのよ
Hey, who said you can agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? Find the things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
とにかく
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other
面
words,
白い。
one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
でも
But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that.
私は
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
ええ
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? Yeah, the killing their gang with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people who have been here are those 16 students. And by that he's implying himself, unless he's like not in the school. Yeah, take a shot. This flashback is shown. Yeah, in all honesty, I think this flashback is shown almost as many times as Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. Maybe even
なる
more.
ほどな。
But it's not voiced, so it's not as memorable. Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
つまり
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Okay. So he can't just say that's remotely controlling everything. He's saying that the mastermind physically was there doing it. Except they weren't. Spoilers, they weren't. Well, they were, but they weren't. How do you... I don't know. Monokuma could probably murder a Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that. Okay. Alright. Yep. So you could use Monokuma to murder Mukuro, but the mastermind did have to be there physically to move the body around and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that makes more sense.
つまりだ。
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. So this week, DR1 finished, next week and starts DR2? Probably. It depends. I mean, you know me. I'm excited to do DR2 because DR2 is my favorite. Then, the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
そう。
And one of those 16 people we started out... And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us? You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's me. I'm the mastermind. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high school student. No, I'm the mastermind. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us were the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active? Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking up that many times. But maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Here we go. Box 16 time is coming, guys.
校内放送です。お前ら、すでにご承知かと思いますが、これからこの殺し合い学園生活は真の怪盗編へと突入します。
Yeah, at this point, Monokuma is basically also like, oh yeah, this is a game, so let's have a true ending. Monokuma loves doing his video game meta fourth wall breaking jokes.
そこで公平を期すために、学園内の部屋のロックはすべて解除しちゃいます。好きに調べてちょうだいな。思う存分、謎を解いてちょうだいな。
Yeah, he's back in the monitor room, despite it being rated before. Lol, yeah, I guess so. Now we actually know, because I didn't even think about mentioning it, that obviously this room that Monokuma is in, now we've been into it. We've seen where this was filmed.
うっぷぷ。では、学級裁判でお会いしましょう。やははははは。あははは。
ふん。
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all of the rooms.
まあいいだろう。
Time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
戸上の名にかけて。
At this point, I can rely on only myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
じゃあな。
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him. Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Yeah.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. Oh my god, yes, hero. Wait, how come? Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Yasuhiro is the mastermind. You heard it here, folks. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
でも、
I mean, it's not like I don't trust anyone, you know?
だって
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. Oh, Asahina, you can come with us. You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died. Oh yeah, Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. I mean, yeah, I think back in chapter 1, she's the one who confirms our alibi, so.
でも、
But still, I know I've been mostly totally useless.
よ
So I think at least here at the end, maybe I could find something that'll help get us out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Oh, good one, Asahina. You can do it. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the high dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Yeah.
Indeed. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
だけど
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
それは
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
じゃあ
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
そう
Monokuma said that all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
苗木君
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. I'm going to bed. Good night, Gabby. Oh, good night, Frost Lightning. Have a good sleep. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Book 16 time! Let's go! I guess I'll start by taking a look at Makuro's Monokuma file. Choose the explosion, yeah. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife. They had also been struck on the head with an object as about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were only several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. So that's 3. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. And see, obviously, since that's a lot of things to check, they give you a very helpful little, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it. They have a helpful little, note of all the places you have to go to finish this part. Woohoo! Final investigation time. Looks like it's nighttime. Okay. So this must have been this must be the same day. God, this was all taking place in one day. From the day that Makoto was sick and feverish in bed. God, like the others haven't even had any sleep. They were just like taking shifts. God, they must be tired as hell. And Kyoko probably is too. We at least had somewhat of a sleep. Oh God, poor thing. Anyway, actually, hang on. Where's everyone right now? Does it matter? No, they're not around. No one's around here. Anyway, I'm probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. So yeah, Byaku is in the headmaster's room. Aoi's at the data center. No one's in the garden right now, but Toko's in the dojo, and it seems. Someone's in the bio lab? No one's in the bio lab. Okay. And Kyoko is somewhere. I think Kyoko's in the second. I believe Kyoko being a detective, she's used to not sleeping. You know what? Maybe Kyoko just goes on Discord calls all the time. That's why she's not used to it. Anyway, I'd say let's go to the second floor of the dorms first, just because like it makes. Why is Toko in the dojo? Why isn't Toko in the dojo? But yeah, no, I'm gonna say we should go here for the second floor of the dorm just because it's the closest. It makes the most sense, you know? The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Well, no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. So, yeah, welcome to the second floor, guys. Is it near the trash pit? No. The trash pit's in the lower floor, but it's not... It's very... Oh god, is that blood? Oh god, that's a blood stain. Yep, fun. Oh, great. Can we go to the we can actually go into the bathroom. That's cool. Looks like there's only... Why is it all wrecked? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out, won't we? It's fun, you know? You're like, now this whole place is ruined and just leads to all the other mysteries. And so all of the other classrooms just filled with rubble and stuff, and you can't go in. The only one we can go into is this one. Well, not this one? Hang on, which one is it? No, it's this one. Strafing skills, this one. Are the dorm rooms? Yeah, this is the second floor of the dorm. So it was... Oh, shit. Basically, it was this. So, presumably, so you could have more students who were sitting around here. Now, hang on. Oh, it's the door. Oh, the only thing we can check is the bed and the bathroom? Really? That's it? Okay. I guess just for an example. Yeah, so it's dorm, so not a classroom. Bed's completely torn apart. Oh, hey, we actually do get Oh, no. We're not 420 anymore. Damn. Oh, well. Open the door and... Oh. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Alright, so there's really nothing around in here. I know where we're supposed to go. It's just, you know, I can't skip any place because, you know, completionist's sake. Can we go into the girls' bathroom? Finally. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Oh, Makoto. He's such a good boy. He respects women. Oh, right. I forgot about this, yeah. So you can go into some of the bathrooms and there's literally nothing to inspect in them. I don't know why. It's the lizard part of the brain that wants to explore everything. Oh, yeah, of course, definitely. Lizard brain, yes. Explore everything, even if... Oh, God. What is that? Is that a giraffe? In a locker? Was that supposed to be written? Oh, shit, I just realized the blood is... Is it not supposed to be blood, then? Because it's not pink? Or is this real blood, and the whole point is they're trying to, like, sort of go shift to be... It's such a big deal that they're shifting the genre, and they're making the blood red just to show that this is a big deal. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I remember. Oh, this part's so annoying. I remember this part. I mean, I don't actually have to check it though, but this room is filled with lockers. It must have been there for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Yeah, right. Yeah, the ones who were here before us. It's ketchup. Yeah, no, exactly. So we can check every single one of these lockers, and a lot of them, you have to check specific ones. Metal plane. Okay, more mono coins. I didn't realize they give you a whole bunch. So every single one of these are clickable. Alright, one back over is locked. No, that one's locked, but there's a card reader. Yeah. You have to use your e-handbook. We don't have the right, we don't have the right handbook to open these ones. And not, okay, so that's locked. There's just a nice little metal plate there, and these ones are probably all locked, so let's just look at the one that's open. Open this locker. Oh, that's also locked. Can I look at this thing? Oh, I can't look at that one? I don't know. No. Okay, alright, so there's actually nothing in that one. You would think there'd be a crowbar somewhere to pry them open? Yeah, there isn't. Sadly. Okay, so I don't think we can actually open these yet. Yeah, spoilers, I've played this before, so let's not waste too much time here. I know what I have to do to open those lockers. And the answer to that is somewhere around this direction. You know, this nice little room here? Is that the only place? Yeah, that's the only place we can go into. Yeah, and yeah, so there is going to be a way we're going to be able to open these lockers, but, well, you'll see. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
So,
It's the headmaster's private room. Oh, Jesus! Kyoko! I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret? Oh, it looks like, oh man. Looks like you've got a taste of alcohol there, right, the headmaster? Shit, God, in DR3, what's his name? There's a character in DR3, and then they say like there's in the prequel part, and so they're like they're friends with the headmaster, and so there's basically like the headmaster's drinking buddy. It's very cute. All right. Hit out the chair. Desk goes home to a computer. That belongs to the headmaster and more monocoins. PC belonged to the headmaster.
どうやら
Whoever used this last, it looked like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
だけど
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
つまり
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
でも
And that's all there is to it. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
そう
Did Alter Ego move himself to this PC? I don't think so. I don't even know if this PC is connected to the network. In fact, it probably shouldn't be, because then they could have just got in. That's a good outlook to have. So, we've actually got... Now we have a truth bullet about the ultimate despair. Yeah. I wonder what we're going to use that for. So we've already checked the computer then. I guess let's check the obvious hidden door. Huh, there's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
それは
There's a gap here, but not just any gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
ええ
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Yeah, you can see it. It's on the map. See? The headmaster's hidden room. Wait, shit, we're not supposed to know that yet. Open space? Does that mean... You mean, like, a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it.
ええ
A very easy trick. So sure, easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
でも
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
そうね
I looked through all this paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I know it's more around him than I any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. And I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think I can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we have to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password? No, not surname, because they have the same surname, so probably to the first name. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
さあ
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. If that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
ね
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to face the computer monitor. Maybe just type the password here. Typed in a full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Of course! What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
どうして
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into a hidden room. She looked grim. Luck. Oh yeah. Huh, yeah, this is. I mean, Makoto is the ultimate lucky student, right? It's his luck coming in. Just lucky guess. Kyoko. You gotta love your characters with daddy issues, am I right? Hey, Kyoko? I might as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. She was right, it was unusual, and she couldn't stop looking at it. No, not just looking. Glaring. And she probably doesn't want to open it. I better check out the suspicious present. Okay, fine. There's a brightly covered box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. I hope it's not a bomb. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay. Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
どうやら
If this is what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
とにかく
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? It's like, Monokuma, happy birthday! Here's your dad's bones. Because he's dead.
なるほどね
Just as I thought. What? Just you... How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
違うわ
So it's not that I was thinking the bone specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box? My father. Huh? What about him?
そう
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
それが
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Yeah, right. Killing game, yeah. The only people to take a single step since the killing game began are those 16 students. So he couldn't have been hidden in the school because otherwise Monokuma would have said that. And he's not a high school student, so he would have had to be here. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game was us 16 students. When you put those ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
つまり
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. But no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Anyway, also this is probably the time to tell you something interesting. So, I don't know if you guys remember way back, there was that point where Monokuma like put this adult in a rocket and like executed them by sending them off in a rocket, and all that was left was bones. Yeah, these are the bones from that. That was the person who was executed. It was the headmaster who was also Kyoko's dad. Oh, yikes. Anyway, let's look at the other elephant in the room. Huh? This picture. Look at her! This is baby! Baby Kyoko! Look at her! She's a little pigtails. Oh, it's adorable. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
本当に
This is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
どうして
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. This time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Anyway, now let's check this. Yeah, this is real sad hours. The headmaster's desk. Yeah, okay. Oh.
ね
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
えだって
Never let anything get away in the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Yeah, she is ticked. Starting from the top here. But the last drawer. Huh, is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook on the headmaster's desk.
つまり
Handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
どうやら
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko,
私は
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
ね
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? What is it?
えそれは
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only convenience you that much more, but
ね
could you leave?
そう
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need
ちょ
to
っと
get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see... Oh, wait, that's Kyoko. Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through.
私は
That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
とにかく
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Oh, poor Kyoko. You do just gotta feel for her. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. Yeah. Damn it, Makoto, just nod, say yes, and go off. Let her breathe and look around. Yeah. He's a 15, 16-year-old. Actually, I don't know how old he is. He's like a high school student who wants to help because, you know, she's in pain and he wants to help and he doesn't know how. But we are wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. I wish Naegi would have hugged her. Oh, no, it doesn't have ages in bios, I'm pretty sure. That would have been cool. God, I mean, all the Naigiri fans would have loved that. But yeah, no, he should have. Probably just because you're playing as a boy, it's like weird. It's weird to play as a boy and have the boy go and hug people. That's weird. Boys don't hug. Probably. I don't know. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Yeah, there we go. It's this again. The only bit So I think that was like 3 or 4 times showing that. 15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Oh, I mean, no, like, it's... I don't exactly know. I just feel like there is that kind of... I don't know. But yeah, Naegi should have definitely hugged everyone. Everyone should have gotten hugs. Nobody hugs in this game. Heck, nobody actually does hug in these games. I don't know what I'm thinking about it. I think the only hug is like... What's it called? Like, Kaito and Maki have an accidental hug at one point in V3. And who else hugs? Somebody could tell me, trying to think about it. I'm trying to think about it if anyone actually hugs in the CGs. I don't know. Anyway, you got a lot of handshakes. You got a lot of, like, you know, friendship handshakes. But who knows? Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she is undeniably dead. Angie hugs her. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Angie hugs everybody, but in the context of the game, Angie hugging everyone is sort of bad because it's like she's brainwashing everyone to joining her cult, so... you know, next Danganronpa game needs more hugs, accepted hugs. So the ones still left alive are... me. Yakuya. Hiro. Toko. Hina. And Kyoko. Atua, exactly. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. It just has to be. It just doesn't seem physically possible, really. It's the big issue. Anyway, so now we have that headmaster's handbook, so now we go back to the locker room and we can open everything. Next Danganronpa needs Naegi in the gang. Well, we had Ultimate Talent Development Plan in V3. That's probably got enough Naegi for you guys. It'd be fun, though. I mean, personally, I just want to see the DR2 cast again. I mean, that's just my bias speaking. Because, like, technically speaking, the DR1 cast has been in more because they were in Ultra Despair Girls and... like, most of the DR2 cast wasn't in Ultra Despair Girls, whereas a lot of the DR1 cast is at least mentioned or are sort of in there somehow. And But, like, at the same time, the DR2 cast probably had a bigger role in the Danganronpa 3 anime than the DR1 cast did. Technically, they were more important. I guess they were sort of more important in the prequel part, but I don't know. I just want to see Hajime, okay? He's cool. He's me. I wonder if I can open this locker. Okay. Alright, yeah, we know. Okay, fine, I have to click this again now. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Yay, that one opens. I like Naegi and the gang. Naegi and the gang are great as well, to be fair. I don't dislike them. Here we go. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Oh, mood. Ain't that a mood? It's a crystal ball. A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuffed this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. You know, if you ever want to, you could always commission someone to do fan art if you want. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? Oh, I got no monies. Okay, fair enough. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Oh, wait, hang on. What's the other thing? There's the crystal ball. And what else? The desk of playing cards. The tarot cards. Those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Anyway, yeah, that's that one. Okay. So now we look at these, all the other leftover ones. Oh, yep, this is why this is annoying. So you have to go through every viable locker individually, because one of these in here is the one you need. Okay, it's this one. Phew. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. Should go find Nigiri fan art, lol. Oh yeah, you should. There's definitely a lot out there. Well, at least there's a lot of Danganronpa fan art out there. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must be really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he says. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation of a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say with me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to yeah. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second to spare. Ominous! But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook seems like it belongs to Hiro. Pocketbook that belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. If I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. So yeah, by that I'm saying there's pretty much nothing else to find here. So let's go. In fact, I think that's everything on the second floor. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yeah, I think that's everything to find here. I think we've gone through everything here. So, pretty sure. I'm just gonna assume so. And let's get out of here. This place is giving me the creeps. Yeah, and also great. Also good thing now we get the awesome music this whole time. Alright, so let's go in chronological order, shall we? We'll go to the 4th floor rooms first. Alright, let's go to that, ominous room with the Monokuma, because that makes sense. That seems like it'd be an important clue, you know? Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that means this one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Alright. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Race over to a nearby desk and hit underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I think you guys have probably guessed what this place is. There's some kind of hatch on the floor. Right now, I'm more concerned about that weird device. Come on, let me go in. Let me go in. Stupid plot. This is annoying. I mean, every part of this school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but this place is kind of like number 1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. You'll see in like 5 minutes, but I'm very annoyed we can't interact with that hatch, even if we wanted to. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel? It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if you saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean?
よし
Alright, let's stop poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Oh, hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. It must be the one she pushed, yes, with the Data Center. It's right next door. Yep. Probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. I sure did find a lot of fan art. Oh god, please don't tell me you accidentally found Rule 34 and you weren't looking for it. Check the door on the... listen. Can we go, please? Right now I need to go check the data set. No, let me open the hatch. You're hiding it. Stupid game. Stupid game. Fine. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Roar! Give me all your donuts! Oh, no safe for work fan art. Awesome. Great! Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted! How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. What if you don't push that? Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Don't touch the red button. Yeah, alright. So can we go in then? Yeah, okay, we can go back in. Great. Whoa! Hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from this room, and his control room is totally separate from the data center along with all the monitors. In other words, maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Smash it, mess up the Monokuma controls! I mean, technically we could, I guess, but like, then we'd still be trapped here? So, what would we do? No, don't go find not safe workout! Kyoko's theory was right. If the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school the whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... Okay, yeah, we did this, we've seen this. The mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer, it really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? Can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like... You wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. No, I want to check the hatch. Where the hatch where the mastermind is hiding, so we couldn't find them. Yeah, you'll see. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own! What? My hand shot up to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it locks. It's locked because the data center is now restricted. Oh, Monokuma? Hey, no fair. You can't go around restricting whatever you feel like. It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I wouldn't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stops moving. Then that room. As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room? Correctamundo. But it doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your one good chance and you blew it. Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think about it, when we first got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then, when I said we should leave... Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. Someone should have put something on the hatch and trapped the mastermind. That's also a smart idea. But hindsight is 2020. Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See ya later. Nina took off at full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. It's the only way forward. Can I go into the music hall? Because I feel like... Okay, I can, but... So, there's actually nothing at the music hall. This entire game. This music hall actually there's nothing here. Kind of odd. That there really wasn't anything in this room. I don't even know why it's here. That's just a random room that serves no purpose in this. The headmaster's room. Yep. The place we were trying to get to in the beginning when... Early this morning... And now we can go in. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. So yes, after Hina was a bit of an idiot and screwed up our one chance to find out the mastermind, but I mean, we'll figure it out within a few hours anyway. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Fine. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78. Student registry? It contains profiles for all of us. And Mukuro. Apparently class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room... That's right, it also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers.
つまりだ
There can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Big Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learnt about it. But it still seems like Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct, Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
つまり
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why don't you ask me? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Oh yeah, you know, Robin, you were asking if we ever get to see what Mukuro looks like. That's what she looks like, that black-haired girl. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Well, maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
なんだ
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
まあい
You
いだ
seem to
ろ
be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. I found no shortage of nigiri, only one not safe for work. Really good. Awesome. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot, 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
黙れ
Hopeless idiot, what I'm trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
決まりだ
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. But don't put too much faith in her.
つまり
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? It's what I think. Call it a hunch. Hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Oh, actually there's a whole bunch of stuff to look. Kyoko 10 out of 10 with date, lol. Yeah. Documents scattered around the floor. Isn't this just copy and pasted from the outside the gym? The sword's there too. Trophies and the shields. Whatever. It's chapter 6. I shouldn't start saying they're getting lazy. Interesting, the headmaster's room also has security cameras. And the monitor. So is this just the same thing? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think that's everything there then? Yeah. Alright, so that's all done. Yeah, she also seems safer and saner than some of the other girls. I mean, Toko, Celeste, Chihiro. The only other good dateable one is Asahina, I say. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, well, first of all, Chihiro isn't a girl. And second of all, yeah, no, understandable. Alright, so I think we just got the biolab and the other bits of the thingy. Up to the 5th floor we go! Okay, so the biolab is probably closest, so let's go here first. Yeah, it's right next to the bloody classroom, which we don't need to go into. Actually, what happens if I go into the bloody classroom? What kinds of things? Is there any dialogue? No, okay, it's the same. Anyway, biolab it is. Doo-doo. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps here. Been seeing a lot of those things lately. Under the table? Alright. Weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. On the other side. There's some kind of weird... I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolob is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Okay, so now... Alright, now I can look under the desk. Some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative for standard dry ice for all of your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know that the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we offer an additional leather upholstery upgrade package. Oh jeez. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? They're learning how to stitch in there? Crochet? Flower arrangements? Hang on. Alright, and I have to look at the top again? I can't remember. No, okay, so it... Yeah, I don't remember, but I keep clicking these things. Some kind of weird machine, yeah, we've looked at this... Yeah, and then these ones aren't. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. There we go. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which means inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Okay. Also, well, I mean, they're going to mention this later, but so just take a good count of the ones that are occupied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 of them occupied. Alright. So I guess it's just the dojo and the garden left. I'll probably give the garden last because I want to get as much information before I look at the body again. So let's go to the dojo. Demolition Man? No, I've never seen Demolition Man. There's Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were. Oh, what do you want? I so it's disgusting. You want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not once a single clue. I figured if this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? There wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Get it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? If everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless and good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master Will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Maybe because you're a psycho. Don't think there are any clues here, but maybe I'm gonna get going. Oh, there actually isn't any clues here. Okay. Then why do I have to... Oh... I can totally imagine Sakura out here using this as a train. Oh, Sakura. Okay, so I can actually leave. Why do I... Okay, because I know I have to go back. I have to go back into the biolab at some point. Yeah, I have to go back to the biolab at some point, but I don't remember what triggers that, so I guess I'll just go to the garden. Huh? It's gone. Mikuro's body. It's not here? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? Better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything close to a dead body. If it's not in here either, it must be. Should be in the biolab? Right. Yeah, corpse is on the only thing I need to check in here. The top. Yes, I remember. Okay. So that's why you have to go back to the biolab, because the body's disappeared. Yeah, yeah. The killer used the top, blah, blah, blah. There you go. The top comes from the biolab. So it originally came from the biolab. Anyway, I think that's the only thing in the garden then? Where's Yasuhiro? He said he was in here. Is he in here? That's all I really need to check here. I thought Yasuhiro was in the garden. No, he isn't. He is... Where's Yasuhiro? Maybe Yasuhiro really is! Yasuhiro really is the mastermind. Crap. Where is Yasuhiro? I don't know. Yasuhiro is the mastermind confirmed! Okay, anyway. He accidentally locked himself in the control room. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, but, yep. Wait, what? No, it's not. We have to go to the biolab, right? Hang on. Oh, yeah, God, I remember. God, I forgot about this part. It's not over yet.
お前ら頑張ってる？捜査は順調に進んでるかな？頑張るお前らに優しい僕からヒントがあるんだよ。うぷぷ。ヒントが欲しい人は急いで体育館まで来てください。
Yeah, okay, now I remember. Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious, there's no doubt about it. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... He said to go to the gym, right? So we have to go. Oh, we're just teleported there. Thank you for the teleportation. There's Yasuhiro. Oh, hey, Hero. Makoto? Why did you act so surprised?
What?
Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? Hey, I just did actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero, it's like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping you could talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Oh, time for lag. Interesting. Hello, welcome, hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope. Okay, jeez. Is there anything else? Nope. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file, Mukuro Ikusaba. And this girl is... Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but my first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is everything else. Everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. And if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be? Everyone else and just me? Everyone else here except me is... How long are you gonna wait out to keep this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet? You're kind of getting in the way standing here, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Oh great, now he's glitching. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Now where do we go? So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. So I think, where do we go now? Oh, ran out of art. Now I'm sad. That's not true. You can never run out of art. I mean, you can, but just find somewhere else to look for it. I don't know. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Alright. Oh, I mean, of course he's not providing context. Not providing context is Monokuma's bread and butter. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the archive. Oh, God, I forgot about this. Oh, God, so we have to talk to everyone individually. And for all we know, he could be taking the photo, or our memories could have been tampered with. There's a lot of different options, indeed. Alright, so I forgot this is why this is where everything else comes into account. So now we're gonna go to the archive to talk to Byakuya. Ugh, okay, this is a bit tedious now. I wonder if Nigiri has a subreddit? I don't know, it probably has Discord servers though. Wait, what did it say? Hang on. Maybe this letter was part of Monokuma's setup too. Maybe he wanted us to find it and he acted all upset and crazy. I'm sure anyone watching the broadcast would just eat that kind of drama up. Oh, that's cool. That's some fun little flavor text there. Alright, let's go to the archive and talk to Byakuya. Get our our friendship fragments, right? Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya? I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! Of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me? Wait, no, I don't actually... Hang on, okay. Well, first of all, let's see what the flavor text is, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, where's next? Anyone on the 3rd floor? No. 4th floor? No. There are people in the garden and biolab, but is there any harm? Let's see where else we can go. We don't need to talk to Kyoko yet, okay. Oh, okay, dining hall. No, honestly, this kind of feels like padding at this point, but I don't know. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't have time to ask her to stop. Hina. Why? Why won't you talk to me? It's alright, you don't need to tell us what happened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sure there are other communities you could find. Just don't know where. Anyway, let's go back to the 5th floor. Alright, so we've got the garden. Let's talk to Hiro in the garden. Hey, Hiro! Wow! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No way. Sorry, we're in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It's like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Alright, so, and I think... Now I think we've got to go to the back to the bio lab? Or the dojo? No, back to the bio lab, right? Yeah. Wait, I can teleport there. Crap. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, because the plot told me to. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out. Again. Toko. Toko, are you okay? No. No! She's not dead, is she? cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Got it? Straight up honey? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me just waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, bazooka! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere doing his own investigating. By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Yeah, the good news is Jack doesn't know what's going on with Makoto. Exactly, which is perfect. You know, everyone else is scared of Makoto now, it seems. But Genocide Jack doesn't know because she doesn't have those memories of receiving whatever she received. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Oh, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Probably she looked at the dead body. Anyway, let's look at the top. Okay, alright, fine. The fridge is open. I'm sure they're all shut tightly like last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Oh, she faints so easily. Kyoko! It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay? I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize. But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah. I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted? I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea. Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. It's Naegi waifu. Exactly. What's wrong? Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body's inside the fridge? Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess. You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do? Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? I mean, Mukuro's body, there ain't much left. Yeah, but it's Kyoko. She's the ultimate detective. I'm sure she can find something. Alright, I'll look at the top now. Now I can look at the top. You know, I think I've seen the top. Yeah, we know. It's this top. This is the top. That's the top. And this is this top. And now we can put that together and make that a truth bullet. There we go. Is that it? Hang on. I think now we have to look at the lights. On the left side, yeah. Alright. Done this. See, yeah, we know that. When someone's in there, a blue light clumps on. Looking around number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in all. 9 lights? Interesting, huh? Why? Is that interesting? Because it is. Because we said so. The plot said so. Anyway, have you finished now? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. Oh, yeah, right. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Well, why not? The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? It's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Geez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything? I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the head, back of the head, were inflicted after death. Really? The burn tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my finding. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, they were dead for the blast, victim to be stabbed, and struck with in the head, and covered in other wounds. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old. Where does it say they're old? Huh? All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference. Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give. You seem to be equating several days ago old with simply old. But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, but like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But all we got in the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it. But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What? Certainly you can allow as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many? A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of those possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profiles, listed her height and weight. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then, and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so. It looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad, leaving it out like this? Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. She still got killed. She's still a victim. Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive? I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker, okay. If I don't do it now... Alright, let's talk to Kyoko. Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask. Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
それは
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
ええ
I do, yes. To get in any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
なるほどね
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
それで
So did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook. And after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
なんで
What makes you say that?
だって
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
もしか
Could
し
that
て
mean that video is real too? Oh yeah, this. I forgot about this. Video?
苗木くん
Makoto, I think everything is starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. I forgot about God, so many clues. I forgot about how long this goes on for. I'm afraid that picture might be even worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
私は
I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Yeah, that
それ
that
は
won't be necessary. Blah blah blah. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
苗木くん
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. DVD, yep. It says class number 78, urgent interviews.
それは
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
とにかく
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Alright, yep. Okay.
苗木くん
Now it's my turn. Do you have a second to... Oh god, I forgot how long this goes. Alright. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
つまり
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is I'm less and less sure of everything. Even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. I heard ramble. No, I wasn't talking about you. And all because of the mastermind.
だけど
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness.
私は
I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Joker's eyes burnt with the fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
なぜ
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous, there's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I consider my cast complete. Yeah, you're right,
ね
but keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
え苗木くん
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
じゃあ
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got a DVD, let's go to AV room. Yep. No matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Alright, let's go to the AV room, and I think that's it? Oh god, it's a really long investigation. And I mean, it's the final one, so fair enough, but... it's just tiring. Wait, hang on a minute. No, we've already been to the dining hall. Wow. Here we go. AV room. AV room. Yes. Which direction? Oh, I see it. The cassette tape thing. Which one drags more in the end part, DR1 or DR2? They're pretty much, I'd say they're equally as long. I mean, I think I enjoyed DR2 because it's a bit more linear in terms of how you do the investigation. You'll see when we get to it in 6 months' time. It's a bit more linear, but they both go on for quite a long time. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at this DVD. It said it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was. The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man. That better not be a spoiler again. If you do that, I swear to God, I'm blocking you. Probably wasn't a good idea. Sorry, hang on. Oh, hey, no, you're actually just there to spam. What do you know? Great. I guess you're gonna have to go and get banned, am I right? Great. Time to ban you. How do I do this from here? Not there. I forgot how you ban people. No, I'm not doing that. Thanks for the 2 cents, but... Where did it go? Damn it. I don't know how to... I forgot how to ban things. I'm sorry. You're coming... Click on his name, it should be in the Dropbox menu. Oh no, please, sorry. Okay, great. Well, I'm sorry. You're coming here just to go and spam your own channel. That's a spammer. I'm clicking on his name and it's not working, but... I can't... I just sent video, mate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. Hang on. Alright. Where's the freaking thing? No, I'm just trying to do it here. I just, sorry. It's definitely spam. Why is it doing that? I'm just trying to figure out where the ban button is. Can I just do it like this? That does not work. Does that work? No. Damn it. I don't even know how you mod people at this point. Oh, no, wait, now it's working. Okay, there we go. There we go, block. There we go, awesome. It worked. I got it. Okay, it's /, but yeah, anyway. Let's go back to that now with that interruption out of the way. All right, perfect. Anyway, now we're all where everyone's fine. Let's continue.
喋りながら面談の内容を書き留めるなんて器用なことができないんだよ。
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
この映像はある意味契約書代わりだが、君らを信用してないわけじゃない。ただの保険だ。だから気にしないでくれ。では早速本題に入らせてもらうよ。君は これからの一生をこの学園の中だけで過ごすことになるかもしれない。それを了承してくれるか。
了承すれも何も。
Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school?
わかりました。
What?
そうか、すまんな。それなら私も全力で君を保護することを約束しよう。希望が峰学園学園長の名にかけてだ。
And as if on cue, that's when the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but this, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor the video I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted to the screen. As if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Don't worry, I think we're almost done. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably, me.
ナギ君、面談を始める前に言っておくが、この面談の様子は録画させてもらうよ。
はい。
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed to be a fairly normal conversation. But I, in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
では、早速本題に入ろうか。ナギ君、君はこれからの一生をこの学園内だけで過ごすことになるかもしれない。それを了承してくれるか。
This can't be real. I said yes?
すまんな、こんな思いをさせて。
だって仕方ないですから。
だが、君がこの学園にいる限りは私が全力で守ってみせる。希望が峰学園の学園長としてそれだけは約束しよう。
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Yakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they'd agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. I figured it out, I think. Oh, hey, roll. Naigi's from another class here. That's why he isn't featured with the other 15. It's either too late or too early from photos he isn't in. As evident by the DVD contract, the students seem to know this now. He didn't contract with them. Misdirection is when these contracts happen. Big brain. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Host Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his questions, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsies! Looked like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now? Now then, when doesn't matter. Oh, now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anytime, anywhere. That's what failure is, right? If failure might ours, you cut the power on purpose. Oh, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask the questions and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
So
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
どうやら
Thinking about it at that point, my memory was gone. At the time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. What make you forget all that?
ね
A convenient outcome. Something that seems to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... There we go. That's the last piece of evidence.
物事には始まりがあれば必ず終わりがあるのです。そして終わりがあれば新しい始まりもあるのです。明けない夜はないよ。真っ暗な朝だけどね。止まない雨はないよ。干ばつ状態になるけどね。そう、終わりがあるから新しい始まりもあるのです。だからまた会えるよね。だって終わりこそが始まりだから。じゃあ始めましょうか。終わりの学習裁判の始まりだよ。いつもの場所でまた会いましょう。
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Isn't that right, New World Order? Okay then. This is the end. I guess I'm the first one this time.
苗木くん
You're early, Makoto.
ね
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
でも
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Yakia! Yakia? They arrived one after another, but they're all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't just any normal silence. It was like the first class trial.
呼ばれて飛び出てジェノサイ
I'm late!
ド燃え
Strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes.
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
私の
With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? God, okay, so this is literally just that fucking this is literally just that joke in the Red Ribbon Army arc where it's like, oh, evil lunch is gonna help us fight the bad guys, and then she sneezes, and then it's good lunch, and she's like, oh wait, what's going on? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see. Okay, well then, let's begin. This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, maximum sorrow.
Eva.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean, this time? Stop with the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game fair and square. And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the Dendo. Is that a typo? Or not? Or is that a reference? God, I don't know.
黙れ
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
戸上の名にかけて
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact, nobody said a word, they just disappeared into the elevator.
ね
They're all acting odd, like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other. But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
でも
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
それが
Ready to win, right? Of course. Glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Let's go, guys! I started making my way towards the opening, step after step towards that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper, 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 deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just a perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin. Oh, okay. No, we don't even get the. Wow. We don't even get the what you call it? Don't even get the. I'm gonna save here. Yeah, we don't even get the you know, oh, it's a deadly fate, a deadly judgment, a deadly whatever, a deadly class trial, which just, let's begin. And with that, I think, God, I'd normally talk a bit before the final trial starts, but ugh, it's really, I've been streaming for, I don't think I've ever streamed for this long. It's almost 3 hours, so I'm gonna leave it off here. I also need I'm meeting somebody at 6 o'clock as well, so I've got another appointment to deal with, and to the beginning of end of Danganronpa 1, exactly. Thanks everybody for coming, and next time will be final trial. It might not be tomorrow. I'll figure it out. So, see you all. Thanks for coming.